Kira here, and welcome to my Project Life Easter insert. So, for my Easter insert, I decided to use up my Paige Evans Take Me Away 6x6 paper pad. So, I used this on, I think, only one project so far, and I cut into quite a few of the papers. So I went through, because I thought the papers were kind of like springy colors, they have like those light pastels, and they're really pretty. It's a really pretty paper pad, and I just thought it would look nice with this whole Easter layout that I was doing. So I cut up all of the papers into the sizes that I needed. So either 4x6 or 3x4 cards. I cut them up into, and then I used my scraps for all the layering and stuff. And then there's a paper that has, they're like little embroidery hoops. If you've seen the collection, and they have like little stitched like phrases in each of the embroidery hoops, which is really cute too. So I just went in with that paper and I just punched out all of the little like interiors of the embroidery hoops. So those are going to kind of serve as little bits of ephemera. There's also a paper that has like these little houses on it, and I fussy cut out some of those. And then there's a floral paper that I fussy cut some flowers out of too. So basically everything I'm using is from just the 6x6 paper pad. I also have these little gold bunny stickers that I got from the Target Dollar Spot. I thought they were really cute when I bought them, but really the only time I'm going to use these is for Easter. And I mean, how many Easter spreads am I going to make? This is it. This is the Easter spread. So I put one on the first card and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to put a gold bunny on every single one of these cards because it's Easter. And again, when am I going to use these little bunnies ever again? So I went ahead and just kind of like stuck with this theme of using these little gold bunnies on every card. And then because I'm using the gold bunny, I thought that the thickers that I used, those gold thickers, I thought those kind of went perfectly with the gold bunnies. So that's kind of all the products I'm using. I also have these enamel shapes. They're hearts, and I'm using those, and those kind of are throughout the layout as well. This card here, because I didn't have a picture for it, I decided to do some journaling on it. One of the papers in the collection has like these multicolored lines, stripes, whatever you want to call them. So I'm actually just going to use the lines as my journaling card. And then I just used one of my Ellie Studio stamps and stamped what happened on there. So I'll just journal about what we did for Easter. And really, we're not we're not a religious family. So we don't do like a whole lot of religious celebrations on Easter. Like we just kind of do the whole Easter bunny thing. So my kids had their Easter baskets in the morning. They got 2 each because they get one from us and one from their Alaska grandma. And then after they opened their Easter baskets, then we went outside and did an Easter egg hunt. And we just do plastic eggs, and it was basically Jonathan doing the Easter egg hunt. I mean, Elliot, he can't even walk yet, so he was kind of crawling outside, but all he did, and I've talked about how he's kind of a lazy baby in previous videos, but all he did is he went and found one egg, he opened it up, found a piece of chocolate in it, and decided that that's all he wanted was to just sit and eat the chocolate. So he sat right where he found his egg. He just sat there on the driveway and ate his chocolate, and then Jonathan found the rest of the eggs. So that's pretty much how the Easter egg hunt went. But that's what all these pictures are of, is like of the Easter egg hunt. So there's like Jonathan holding up an egg, him on the porch he had both the Easter baskets, which I guess turned out to be a good thing because Elliot didn't really need his because he found one egg. And then there's like Jonathan was using my pocket to put some of the eggs in. So I got a picture of him like reaching into my pocket of my sweater. There's Elliot finding his one egg there. There's a couple filler cards that I did on this, and all I did was like punched out a heart from one of the papers, put one of the gold bunnies on, and then put one of those little circles with an enamel dot. And that's really kind of just the theme throughout this. I used some gold Heidi Swapp Color Shine on a few of the cards as well, just to pull in some more of that gold. But yeah, that's pretty much all I'm doing here, is just kind of layering up some pieces, using little pieces of ephemera, and then an enamel dot here and there, and some Heidi Swapp Color Shine. So there's the first side. I had a million pictures from this day, as you can imagine, because I always take a million pictures, but I was able to narrow it down to just a few. I don't know if many people would call this just a few, but it's a few for me because I take like hundreds of pictures and then I print only like 30. So this picture is of Jonathan. He decided to take a candy break as well, and he stopped and opened a piece of candy on the driveway. And then after he was done eating his candy, he went about collecting more Easter eggs. So yeah, it was really fun. This was like, Jonathan he had an Easter egg hunt last year. He was about a year and a half last year. But it was just we like did it inside. It was raining that year, so we did it inside. We didn't have a whole bunch of eggs, just because he was like a year and a half. I don't think we were really doing candy for him at that age. So yeah, we didn't really do a whole lot for Easter last year. So this was kind of like his first like real Easter, where he kind of knew like that he was supposed to be looking for eggs. However, I had a lot of eggs in the grass, and because it's Washington in the morning, the grass is usually wet, either because it rained or just because of the moist air, but it's usually always wet in the morning. So the grass was wet, but they're all like, plastic eggs. The eggs weren't like, nothing inside was getting wet. But he refused to collect any of the eggs that were in the grass because they were wet. So I had to go back and get all the eggs from the grass because he didn't want those ones. So I wrote about that in my journaling too, just about how he wouldn't touch the wet eggs. He only wanted the dry ones that were like in the bushes or like on the driveway, on the porch, stuff like that. So yeah, there's not really a whole lot more to say about this layout. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below. But I hope you guys enjoyed this process, and hopefully I will see you soon for another video. Have a good day. Bye.